This is James O'Keefe from OMG, who I met at the RNC, and James O'Keefe actually watched my videos on Geeks and Gamers covering his Disney tapes story. So I haven't seen this yet, so we're going to react to this for the first time, going undercover, all right, to talk about the Kamala Harris situation. So James O'Keefe says, breaking, DNC manager, I don't think Kamala Harris would win, admits to making empty promises to donors. I don't think Kamala Harris would win this year, reveals Joyce I don't know what that says. It's a him, compliance manager for the Democratic National Convention and Kamala Harris campaign. So we're going to check this out.
I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year.
Meet Joyce DeSears, him, the compliance manager to the DNC.
What's your official title?
Compliance manager.
Oh my God, he sounds like he has pronouns. Oh my God. Dude. What is it? So is this a chick that's pretending to be a dude? I can't keep up anymore. Is this a chick pretending to be a dude, or is it a dude? I don't understand how this shit works anymore, bro. I really don't.
Here.
Meet Joyce DeSears, him, the compliance manager to the DNC.
What's your official title?
Compliance manager. My specific job, like the end all be all of my job, is reporting to the government how much the DNC raised and where it spent its money.
Saying that she doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of.
She's weirdly unpopular.
Wait a minute.
She doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of because
I'm so fucking confused right now. Is this a dude or is this a chick? I don't know what this thing is.
she's vice president.
Joyce DeSears revealed how the DNC gains donations and what tactics they use, including just telling donors what they want them to hear.
When I was doing finance, like fundraising, we just call it finance and politics, you kind of tell a donor what they want to hear.
Which is what?
Whatever they want to hear.
DeSears admits to the OMG citizen journalist American Swiper, you kind of tell a donor just what they want to hear.
You just put on a performance for them, a little show, right?
You just put on a performance for them, a little show, right?
So basically we're just feeding into their fantasy.
Yeah. Which, you ever met a rich person? They want their fantasy to be, fed.
So we just take their money and we like smile and nod our head.
Dude, this is creepy as hell, bro. Like, this is creepy.
But like we don't really take their opinions into our strategy.
100%.
So some donors are holding back on writing the checks because they think that the campaign's not doing well. Why would they think that?
I don't know, a lot of people think we should attack Trump more.
We should just attack Trump more.
Yeah.
Do you feel like our strategy has always been just like take their money and tell them what they want to hear?
Yeah, that's politics.
There's always been an artifice that pervades our politics in this country, with people never willing to say out loud what the truth is. And the political marketing industry, masquerading as journalists, participate in that lie. But every once in a while, we manage to catch them being honest. And when we do, they tell you the truth, what they really think, what they really believe, what they won't say in public for reasons that are themselves important. And they tell you things like this.
And what's your official title?
Compliance manager.
You're the only person.
Yeah. I don't manage anyone.
I mean, you manage compliance. That's
manage
huge,
compliance.
right? I mean, like there's a lot of legality involved, I
I
imagine.
can't say like I manage the compliance department because
Yeah.
I don't. There's no department to manage. I manage me.
And remind me what compliance means again?
It's pretty much an accounting function. It's kind of like,
Dude, I fucking hate listening to this fucking weirdo talk. It's bothering me. It's fucking bothering me. This is fucking weird. God bless the person that has to sit here and can you imagine the smell of this thing being this close to you? Could you imagine being in the same vicinity as this freak? Like, I'm sitting here right now. I'm not bullshitting. I can't tell if this is a dude or a chick. I don't know. I have no idea. James O'Keefe called it a she, but the weirdo has the he, him pronouns. I don't know what this thing is.
where accounting and legal meet. So it's
So you report?
yeah, my specific job, like the end all be all of my job, is reporting to the government how much the DNC raised and where it spent its money. And Joe Biden's campaign right now, because they don't have anyone doing that for them. So
Also, you're doing it for both the DNC and the Biden campaign.
yeah.
Meet Joyce DeSears, he, him, the compliance manager to the DNC in the former Biden campaign, now the Kamala Harris campaign. DeSears, as stated on his LinkedIn, is a, quote, political operations expert with experience in people and culture, financial operations, and compliance.
Jesus Christ, dude. What is happening? These are called fake jobs, by the way. Okay? Fake jobs. They are invented for freaks that have no social skills whatsoever. Essentially, what this comes down to is companies like people they can manipulate. They like weak-minded people that have a mental disability that they can manipulate and do whatever they make them do whatever they want. So they invent fake jobs to give these weirdos a position. They get their DEI scores up, and they can manipulate these people. That's why they want people to continue to lean into their mental illnesses. That's why they hate MAGA. They hate MAGA because MAGA represents hardworking Americans doing their job, building their lives for themselves, creating a family, raising their family the way they want to raise their family, and not being overly reliant upon the government. That's what MAGA represents. That's why they hate MAGA. They want people that rely on the government, that need the government, that feel like they have to have the government to back them up. That's the type of people they want. So that's why they're always telling people to embrace your mental illness. Embrace it. They're trying to make your mental illness even worse. That's the whole point behind what they are doing. So they love freaks like this.
DeSears divulged further into what his role description is for the DNC, the former Biden campaign, and now the Kamala Harris campaign. In today's rapidly evolving healthcare landscape and mysterious shortages of medical supplies, being proactive about your health is...
And the Wellness Company also sponsors us, but use James O'Keefe's code if you're interested based on his ad read right here.
Paramount. That's why our OMG supporters, the Wellness Company, is proud to introduce the ultimate first aid emergency kit, meticulously crafted by its chief medical board to support life-saving readiness. When my team and I are out in the field, we always carry our TWC First Aid Emergency Kit because in an emergency, every second counts. The upgraded kit includes essential items like epinephrine for anaphylactic reactions, several common prescription medications, and many vital first aid supplies. Additionally, it features a comprehensive first aid emergency guidebook with over 40 pages of life-saving information. And you can easily...
I see all this shit talking in the chat right now, man. This is a wild party here, okay?
Easily replenish your supply at any time. Every kit purchased is eligible for medication replenishments for up to 2 years after purchase. Order your first aid kit now and save 15% by using code OMG for a savings of $60 and savings of over $100 when paired with a purchase of the medical emergency kit. Whether it's ensuring access to medications, personal protective equipment, or other essentials, our commitment is to empower individuals to take control.
Somebody in the chat said everyone wants money. Yes. Shocking. People that run businesses want money. I know, it's this crazy concept. Especially people that are on the right that don't get big DEI paydays. So you gotta take the people that support you
of their health journey. So order your first aid emergency kit now by going to twc.health/OMG. That's twc.health/OMG. That's twc.health/OMG. Let's dive into our two-part series investigation of the Democratic National Committee and the newly established Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. Americans across the country are just a few short months away from electing a new president of the United States in what has already been an insane campaign cycle, and the election is just around the corner. Here at OMG, we decided to investigate and found ourselves looking into the Democratic National Committee, the Joe Biden campaign, and now the Kamala Harris presidential campaign. Let's dive right in. Joyce DeSears, the DNC compliance manager, met our OMG American Swiper on...
What the fuck is that? The bio for this freak, ruining lives is so 2019. I will enrich your life. Perma banned from Florida, now seeking situationships in DC. I love mixology, philosophy, and complicated board games. ENM, if you're cool, you can meet my boyfriend. What?
On the dating app Bumble, where they met on multiple.
Ah! Get it away! Oh, I didn't mean to rewind it. Oh, that scared me. That scared me. All right, hang on. I don't want to see that. That was a little scary. That was a little scary. All right. God dang it. Here we go.
Where they met on multiple occasions. He spoke to the journalist about the DNC, Vice President Harris, President Joe Biden, First Lady Jill Biden. Recently, Vice President Kamala Harris has launched her campaign for president of the United States. What does the DNC compliance manager, Joyce DeSears, him, think of Kamala running? Well, he confided to our OMG journalist about the fears of the vice president losing to Donald Trump, revealing Kamala Harris has no accomplishments to run on, saying, quote, I don't think Kamala Harris would win this year, and saying that she doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of. He even goes so far as to say that Kamala Harris won't win even if she ran in 2028.
I like Kamala Harris, but I don't think she'd win this year.
Why?
She's weirdly unpopular. I think a lot of that is racism and misogyny.
Oh my God. These people can vote. Understand that. These people can vote. That should terrify you. That should absolutely terrify you. Good God.
And the vice president's so easy to attack, right? She doesn't have any accomplishments to speak of because she's vice president. She doesn't make laws. Her job is to become president if Joe Biden does. And a lot of the time, the vice president, whoever they are, gets sent to do the hard stuff. So, yeah.
So why do you think she's constantly getting attacked?
Honestly, if you look at the stuff people attack her with, it is a bunch of racist, sexist bullshit. Like, it's just stuff you wouldn't say about a man. People call her ditzy.
It's truly shocking what people admit when you use a hidden camera. The undercover cameras you've seen us use in the past are now available for sale.
I just can't, like, you know, they did a poll for the Democrats. 30% of Democrats believed that the Trump assassination attempt was staged by the Trump campaign. Like, think about how dumb you have to be. Think about how detached from reality you have to be in order to believe something like that. But that's where we are. That's what they believe. You're not dealing with reality at that point in time. So there's no policy, there's no there's no fact or anything like that that's going to sway these people's minds. They are so fucking far gone that it's absolutely insane.
Sale. Go to our website, o'keefemediagroup.com, click on Covert Camera Store, go get the footage, send it to us, and we'll pay you for it. Joyce DeSears, him, is saying what everyone else is apparently thinking. Even Vice President Harris's own Democratic employees are acknowledging she cannot win due to her unpopularity and lack of accomplishments. Recall the video that I did undercover, sitting across the table from someone in the executive office of the White House.
Same thing with Kamala Harris. She's not popular, but you can't remove the first black lady to be vice president on the goddamn presidential ticket. She can't keep black staff. They quit on her in mass.
Just a short time ago, Vice President Kamala Harris launched her presidential bid, and
she is very unpopular, but this just shows you how effective the machine is. The machine is effective because right now I'm gonna go off on a conspiracy theory here. Conspiracy theory. So my theory here is, this is just my opinion, YouTube. Okay, I'm just giving my opinion. I have nothing to base this off of. I'm just giving my opinion. Okay, that's all I'm doing is giving my opinion. I believe that they were going to replace Joe Biden after the DNC. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but I believe that they wanted to replace him after the DNC. But because because President Trump got shot. Like, you don't just end up with like Trump getting shot and then a few days later Biden steps down. That's not a coincidence at all. One thing created the other. One thing created the other. So I believe that they wanted Joe Biden to step down after the debate, after the DNC. Now, whoever the choice would be, whether that's Kamala Harris, whether that's Hillary Clinton, whether that's Big Mike, whoever, the less time that they have to deal with the scrutiny of being the nominee, the better that is for the Democratic machine. But because of the Trump failed assassination attempt, that changed everything for them. That changed everything. So I just think that now they have been put in a bind because they're bumped. Like, look at the machine and what the machine has done with Kamala Harris in just a short amount of time. She went from being the most unpopular vice president, a person that couldn't even make it to the Iowa caucuses when she was trying to run for president. She couldn't even qualify. She was so fucking unlikable. Now they've got like music celebrities and all this energy surrounding her, and the media is pushing her and all of this. That for a short period of time, they're going to elevate her, but it will not last. It will not last.
Raised $81 million in 24 hours, according to an Axios report. Joyce DeSears revealed how the DNC gains donations and what tactics they use, including just telling donors what they want them to hear and playing into what DeSears calls Democratic donors' fantasies in order to get more money.
When I was doing finance, like fundraising, we just call it finance and politics, you kind of tell a donor what they want to hear.
Which is what?
Whatever they want to hear. They tell you what they want to hear, and then they say, what do you think?
Give me an example.
You know, we really need to spend more attacking Trump.
Sure.
You need to get up on stage and you need to talk about all the things Trump is saying. And then you say, I completely agree. And President Biden is going to be doing that. Here's 3 examples where he did it. And if we have 25K, we can spend money on making sure that happens. Can you give 25K? And he's like, I don't know. And you're like, well, you know, Biden actually has an event coming up. I could relay your concerns to him. You know what? Yeah, I'll give 50K. Okay. But then donor says, you're doing way too many TV ads. You know, like TV doesn't change votes. You know, nobody watches cable anymore. Well, that's why we're hiring so many organizers in all these states. The organizers cost money. And so just a single organizer's salary is $41,000 a year. And we got to hire a lot if we really want to beat Trump and be competitive and say, what state are you from again? Florida? We need to really have a lot of organizers if we want to beat Trump in Florida. In fact, we're opening up a field office right there in Tampa. It's going to cost a lot. Can you give 100K?
Dang, you're good.
I'm
ready to like write a check to you.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand. So this is I still don't know what this is. Is this a dude trying to hook up with a chick? Is that what this is? Is this a dude trying to hook up with a chick? Or is it a chick trying to pretend to be a dude hooking up with a chick? Fuck! I hate this timeline so much. I fucking hate this. Jesus.
You tell people exactly what they want to hear, though.
DeSears admits to the OMG Citizen Journalist American Swiper, you kind of tell a donor just what they want to hear. You just put on a performance for them, a little show, right?
Do you feel like our strategy has always been just like take their money and tell them what they want to hear?
Yeah, that's politics.
That's what?
That's politics.
That's politics? So we just take their money and we like smile and nod our head, but like we don't really take their opinions into our strategy?
100%.
So basically we're just feeding into their fantasy.
Yeah. Which, you ever met a rich person?
No.
That's their MO.
What?
They want their fantasy to be, fed. You just put on a performance for them, a little show, right? Judith Butler calls this phantasm.
Phantasm.
Yeah, it's this kind of like cognitive dissonance of like just imagining something that truly isn't.
So some donors are holding back on writing.
I wish that I could go back to just like last week I was sick. I wish I could just go back to being sick and I just died from it after. Like, I would rather have just died than look at this person or listen to this person anymore. Like, just take me out of my misery. It wasn't worth it. Just, I want to go back to being sick and then just take me out, because it's not worth it to sit here and listen to and look at this fucking freak.
Their checks because they think that the campaign's not doing well. Why would they think that?
I don't know, a lot of people think we should attack Trump more.
We should attack Trump more.
Yeah.
Do you feel like our strategy has always been just like take their money and tell them what they want to hear?
Yeah, that's all fixed.
So there you have it. Desir sings like a canary about how he uses facades to play to donors' fantasies, utilizing deception. It's on full display over at the DNC. But it begs the question, what else is the DNC doing to trick their donors or voters? How many other people agree with this man? In fact, how many people disagree with him? Really? And why are they telling donors what they want to hear? Why aren't they telling them the truth? Why are they performing these bait and switch techniques? On top of all of this, our OMG American Swiper asked Joyce DeSiris about President Biden and his struggles with donors, which corroborates reports in the media that have stated Biden was in fact struggling with campaign donations.
So do you think it was a mistake that President Biden agreed to debate Trump?
No, because I think it was a good thing on Biden's part, because he would have had to debate Trump anyway, just politically. He would have had to.
I mean, I just imagine how he does in the debates gonna influence how donors decide whether they're gonna continue to back him, right?
For sure. Yeah, we've had people who haven't wanted to give us money because they think the campaign is not doing well enough, or Biden isn't being strong enough.
We reached out to the DNC for comment and to DeSiris for comment, and we received this. Now, what's interesting is the DNC did try contacting our fearless OMG American Swiper, including sending her this postcard asking her not to do any more online swiping. The postcard was in English and Chinese. We're not sure why they invoked an Asian racial undertone in contacting our journalist. They also made anonymous phone calls in the middle of the night. To her, this all happened as the publication date of our groundbreaking story on the DNC approached. It appears as though these were attempts to intimidate or try to stop this report from being aired. But here at OMG, we are undeterred, always holding those in power accountable. And once again, we extol the brave journalist, the virtues of this swiper who got this story. She's incredibly talented and courageous, and we're sending her a check for the story. And you can do the same. O'KeefeMediaGroup.com/swiper. Our staff is standing by. We'll get in touch with those who qualify and sign up on our website.
So let's go back one more time and listen to this last part.
It's not doing well. Why would they think that?
I don't know, a lot of people think we should attack Trump more.
We should attack Trump more.
Yeah.
And see, and that right there, that line right there is what I want to talk about, because it's Trump is all that matters. That's what I continue to try to say. Trump is all that fucking matters to them. Nothing else matters. This is why Kamala Harris is irrelevant right now. I'll fast forward to get this freak off here, but Kamala Harris is irrelevant right now. They're making you believe that Kamala Harris means something and that Kamala Harris is important. She means absolutely nothing. She means nothing. They will replace her in a minute if her polls start tanking. They will absolutely replace her. And that's what, they just told everybody for 3.5 years that Joe Biden was the most popular president in the history of our country. They just spent 3.5 years telling us that. And then in the snap of a finger, in one bad debate, they replaced Joe Biden, the most popular president in the history of our country. They will 1000% get rid of Kamala Harris if they think that she can't beat Trump. They will absolutely fucking do it. Absolutely. So that's I'm convinced of that at this point in time. They know she's not popular. They know she's not likable. They know people hate her guts. They know it. They absolutely know it. There's no way they can get around this, dude. There's no way. And I think that they have put her in this position a little too early, and they are trying everything they can to make this look like it's not as manufactured as it is, but it's 1000% manufactured. 1000%.